We will see hierarchical agglomerative clustering, commonly known as HOC, problem solving using average link for data warehouse and mining. HAC starts with one cluster. Individual items in its own cluster are iteratively merged until all items belong to one cluster. It follows a bottom-up approach, and pictorially, dendrograms are used to represent the HAC. It uses three formulas, that is the single nearest distance or single linkage, complete farthest distance or complete linkage, average distance or average linkage. Let's see what are these three techniques. Single linkage, this is the distance between the closest member of the two clusters. So it uses the formula of min distance, that is the minimum distance. Complete linkage, this is the distance between the members that are the farthest apart. So it uses max distance. Average linkage, this method involves looking at the distance between all the pairs and averages of all these distances. This is also called as UPGMA, that is unweighted pair group mean averaging. Before we start with what is HAC and its problem solving techniques, we see what is a dendrogram. Dendrogram is a tree-like structure which represents the hierarchical technique. The individual elements are known as leaves, and when these individual elements are clubbed together, they form a cluster, and where they join is known as a root. At cluster at level 1 is the merger of its child cluster at level I plus 1. This is a representation of a dendrogram. So what you will see here, A, B, C, D, E and F are the leaf nodes, and when they club together, they form a cluster. So AB forms one cluster, CD forms another cluster, C, D and E, when I join them together, they form the third cluster. A, B, C, D, E, when I join them together, you will see they form another cluster. And lastly, A, B, C, D, E, F, they all are joined together into one bigger cluster. So this is the end result or the answer to our problem. For any given problem, we need to find out all the leaf nodes, how they join together to form one single cluster. Let's see an example, and we are solving this example using the average link technique. For the problem solving using the simple link and the complete link, you can watch the other videos. Find the cluster using average link technique, use the Euclidean distance and draw the dendrogram. The data given to us is from P1 to P6 and x and y coordinates for the points P1 to P6. The first thing that we need to do is, for these points P1 to P6 and the coordinates x and y, we plot them into a simple two-dimensional graph. This one represents the point P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 and P6. We need this graph as we need to create the clusters as we proceed further. After we've plotted them, we need to find the Euclidean distance. To find the Euclidean distance and to create the distance matrix, the Euclidean distance formula of square root of x minus a square plus x minus b square is used to find the distance between the 2 points. So distance P1 and P2 in our example, the point values are 0.40, 0.53, 0.22 and 0.38. This value is represented in this equation, 0.40 minus 0.22 square plus 0.53 minus 0.38 square, and whatever value we get is a square root of that. So finally we get the answer 0.23. Similarly, we need to calculate the distance between the various points. So we get a matrix like this. This is known as the distance matrix. We can have an upper bound and a lower bound. Here, for ease, we have filled up the lower bound of our matrix. So the distance of all the points are calculated and it is put over here. The next step is to find the minimum distance in this particular lower bound of the matrix, and we see the minimum distance is 0.11 in this complete lower bound, and 0.11 occurs for the point P3 and P6. So we have got our first cluster. So we can club P3 and P6 together and a dendrogram is drawn. After we've done this, we need to calculate and update the distance matrix. The distance matrix for the cluster P3 and P6, we've highlighted over here, has to be updated. How do we update it? This is an average link technique. So we need to find the average of the distances. So the distance matrix is average distance for the point P1 for the cluster, recent cluster P3 to P6. So here we have 2 points, so average will be divided by 2. So distance between P3 and P1 is 0.22. Distance between P6 and P1 is 0.23. So we get 0.45 and the average is 0.23. Now we take the second point, that is for this new cluster P3, P6, the second point is P2. So we have 2 points, distance of P3, P2 and distance of P6, P2, and it is 0.15, 0.25. As again these are 2 points, so it is divided by 2, 0.4, and the value I get is 0.2 is an updated distance matrix. The distance matrix for the new cluster P3, P6 is calculated for the point P4. So it is again distance P3, P4, distance P6, P4, and we get the values 0.15, 0.22, it is 0.37 divided by 2, I get the value 0.19. And the updated distance matrix value for the new cluster P3, P6 between the point P5, I get distance P3, P5 plus distance P6, P5. It is 0.28, 0.39, 0.67. So I get it 0.34. You will see that here I am averaging it by 2 because the points we have is only 2 points. This is the updated distance matrix for the cluster P3 and P6 that we have got. You will see that the updated values are put over here. Now after I've put the updated values, we need to again find a new min point, and the new min point we see is 0.14. It is between the points P2 and P5. So we've got a new cluster between P2 and P5. So we have to again draw on the graph. The first cluster was 3 and 6. The second cluster is 2 and 5, and this is how my dendrogram looks like. Now I need to recalculate my distance for this cluster P2 to P5, again using the average link. So average distance between P2, P5 and P1. So from P2 to P1, what is the distance? It's 0.23, and P5 to P1 is 0.34. I need to find the average of the 2 points. So 0.23 plus 0.34, 0.57, I get the value 0.29. Now P2 to P5 with the distance of the second point is P3 to P6. So average of these 2 points, it's P2, P3, P6. So if you say P2 is over here, P3 and P6, so I have a value 0.2. P5, P3, P6. P5 is here, P3, P6 is here. So these are 2 points. So it is again an average of 2 points. So divided by 2, 0.2 plus 0.34, I get 0.54, and my answer is 0.24 as a new updated distance matrix. Next is P2, P5 with a point P4. So P2, P5 with a point P4, I get P2 to P4. This is my P2 over here. This is my P4 over here. It's 0.20. I put it here. P5 to P4. So this is my P5 over here. This is my P4. So it is 0.29. 0.49. So I get the updated value as 0.25. I'm sorry. So this is my updated cluster value. So we have 0.29, 0.25, 0.27 and 0.25. These are the updated cluster values. Now the distance matrix we have got. So it is 0.19 that we need to find out the minimum. I'm sorry, this can be discarded. This is 0.19. So we've got a new cluster between P3, P6 and P4. So the new cluster is there. So we need to again cluster them together. 3 and 6 is a cluster over here. 2 and 5 was the second cluster which is formed. Now the third cluster that I've got is here. And I need to recalculate the distance values. So average distance, the new cluster form is P3, P6, P4, and the value calculated with respect to the point P1. So P3, P6 with the P1. So I have a value 0.23. P4 with P1 I have a value 0.37. So the summation of 2 divided by 2, I get the new updated value as 0.3. The next is P3, P6, P4 with P2 and P5. So P3, P6 with P2, P5 I get a value 0.27, and P4 with P2, P5. So P4 with P2, P5 I have a value 0.25, and the updated value I get is 0.26. And the distance matrix that I get is over here 0.29, 0.3 and 0.26 with a new cluster formed. Here I again find the minimum, I get 0.26. So it is a cluster formation between P3, P6, P4 and P2, P5. So I get a cluster over here. This is the first cluster. This is the second cluster. This is the third cluster that I get. And now it's a combination of all of them with 1 point remaining. So this is my next cluster which is formed. So I need to recalculate the distance matrix again. So distance of P3, P6, P4, P2, P5. This is the new cluster which I have got with P1. I need to calculate. So P3, P6, P4 with P1. So P3, P6, P4 with the value P1 is 0.3, and P2, P5, P1 is value 0.29. So it is 0.59, I get 0.3. You will see in this averaging everywhere it is divisible by 2, because we are finding the distance between the 2 points, and every time we are taking the updated matrix to find out the distances. So we have got the value 0.3. So the new updated distance matrix is 0.3 P1, and this is my updated distance. So with 0.3 I have only 1 point remaining, so we merge and form a cluster. This is one cluster. This is the second cluster that I formed. This is the third cluster. This was the fourth cluster that I could get with an average length, and this is my last cluster that I get with an average length, and this is how my dendrogram is formed. So this is how my average length HAC helps me to create the cluster. You can watch the other videos for the single link and the complete link. Thank you.